Ticket Machine is the official ticket broker of Spartan Nation. No matter what you need a ticket for, border to border, coast to coast, the Ticket Machine is your ticket source. So whether you need to get into the hottest concerts, the best sporting events, you want the best seats in the house, or you just want to get in the door, when you want to go to any event that requires a ticket, anywhere, border to border, coast to coast, it's always theticketmachine.com. Theticketmachine.com, 517-655-3201. Check it out today at theticketmachine.com.
Kenny, what that kind of means for you guys?
You know, it's, yes, like you say, you wonder why you have depth. You have depth. You know, what it means is we'll get a little bit more out of Carter, but we're still going to be limited on how much we can play him. But I think it gives a little more chance to Gavin if he stays out of foul trouble, and Xavier. You know, Xavier's chance. You know, it's to move up a little bit. And you know, Kenny played pretty well in the last game, and I feel bad for Kenny, but it's just a little tweak, and it's going to probably be 2.5 weeks. So kind of like what Denzel went through, you know, a little bit. So hopefully it won't be too long. The problem is we got those 6 games in 13 days. But we got enough depth.
You're a guy who likes to tear the rearview mirror off. You don't like to look back. But when an incident like this happens with Kenny, with the injury, are you able to look back and say, how the hell did I make it? Because last year it would have been a catastrophe. This year it's just a bump in the road.
Yeah, it is a bump in the road, but it also slows our process down of trying to get, you know, in rhythm and trying to get a true rotation, especially when you got a lot of guys. Sometimes, you know, coaches will tell you it's easier when you got 7, you know, but I don't believe that. I just feel bad for the kid. You know, he worked so hard to get back, and but this isn't anything that's going to set him back. It's just going to delay it for a few days, and hopefully we can get through all those games.
You did anything decision made on Kyle yet completely, or to just kind of wait and see still?
Yeah, Kyle is totally, you know, we just have no idea how fast that thing recovered. We had him recover in 6 weeks, and we've had him in 3 months. And so if it's 3 months, he's pretty much done. If it's 8 weeks, there's a decision to be made that it'll be made between him and his family and me, to be honest with you.
Where Gavin was last year.
Yeah, probably even. I think his chance of coming back earlier might be a little better now that I look at it, but I don't know if, I just have no idea.
You said the other night that after a day or so you might look back and see some positives from the other night. Have you done that? Have you found any positives from it?
Yep, I positively felt like we gave way too many turnovers up, and I positively felt like we didn't go to the boards at all. So those are the 2 positives I got out of there. And I don't know why I'm joking, because it isn't very funny, but the positives were we shot 51%. Everybody's worried about how we'll attack a zone. You know, we attacked it pretty good, considering that Jaren had so many issues to be in the middle. You know, Draymond's calling from out there, and he understands that thing, and so, you know, we got to be more active in there. We do. So, you know, we're going to try a couple different things. We looked at a little more penetration, but we still shot 51%. And we should have killed the boards, because the zone is harder to rebound on. But, you know, we all know we didn't do that. So, but that was a positive, 51. The assist was a real positive against a team like that to have 25 assists and 31 baskets. That was a positive. Other than that, you know, I think we competed. When we got down, we didn't quit. We came back. We got up. We didn't know how to put it away, and but maybe they didn't either, because they got up more than we were up, and they let us back in the game.
Do you think Team Pro try to own you going forward?
No, I mean, if they want, I hope so. I mean, I'm never worried about that, never, ever. And I'm not trying to talk myself out of into. As I said, we shot 51%. You know, it's so strange, isn't it? One guy hit some absolute bombs. They made 9 threes, we made 9 threes. They took 25 shots, we took 27, or 25 and 23, you know. We didn't attack it well because we haven't played against it. We put a freshman in the middle, which is the most important spot. And I did it for the right reasons, and I did it because I felt like, you know, he could handle it. And he did handle it in some ways, but just wasn't active enough. Cassius wasn't active enough. We got caught standing around a lot, and that I totally take responsibility for that.
And it seemed like Tom was doing a pretty good job of penetrating that.
Yeah, you know, it's funny, isn't it? Not to insult you guys, because I never ever do that. But last year it was, well, Tom can't shoot it, so do you think Cassius could do? You know, it's funny, isn't it? You can laugh at yourself for a minute. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Laugh at yourself, and then we'll go on. But and if you think you guys are bad at that, the real fans or the outside fans, they're even worse. But Tom did a great job because he did penetrate it. Got 6 assists, no turnovers. You know, Cassius, that was an uncharacteristic, casual passing day for him. Give them some credit, give us a lot of blame. We didn't do a good job.
I no way am I implying this is why you lost, but McQuaid and Josh have to step up. Is it just earlier in the year, or what are some things, Tom, you do to help them?
Just tell them to keep shooting, because I think they're hesitant on shooting. And they got to just keep shooting it, you know.
Does it almost appear to you, Tom, sometimes they get the ball, it's like they're looking to pass first?
Yeah, you know, a shooter's got to look to shoot first and pass second. And a passer's got to look to pass first and shoot second. And guys like Cassius, who can do both, got to always think shot and then make a pass. So, you know, you're right. And, you know, it ticks me off because, like, if you watch tonight, we were trying to miss shots and we made every shot we took. So, you know, that'd be a good question to ask Josh, and I'll guarantee you one thing. If they tell you that they don't have the green light to do it, hit them with that pole you got.
Okay. How do these next few games shape up for you guys in terms of building towards another?
Well, you know, when you lose a game, you never think you're going to win another one. I mean, that's just common coach practice. But Stony Brook, I mean, had UConn beat the whole game. They lost in the last 2 minutes. They had them down 10, they had them down 8. Jeff is a guy that's been at Ohio State, so he knows us very well. They also gave Maryland a lot better game than I thought they'd give them. They're pretty good. You know, they're pretty good in that conference every year. Pick 1 or 2 in that conference. So I'm concerned about that. And then you go from there, and then the tournament starts, you know. And I mean, it's going to be a brutal, and this time it's a little bit more of the Big Ten's. I won't say fault, but I will say fault. I mean, we had the schedule, and they throw those 2 games in there. We had it nice and spread out. When we came back, we weren't going to play for 4 or 5 days, and all of a sudden, wham, wham, wham. So, you know, it's not easy. We'll get back at 5, 6, 7 in the morning, Monday morning, if we play in the championship game. And, you know, that's going to be an issue a week before, 2 weeks before finals. So it's not an excuse. It's just going to be something we're going to have to deal with. But I think out there we're going to play 2 or 3 good teams, 2 for sure really good teams. And then we come back and we got Notre Dame. So the next 4 games, 5 games, we're going to have our hands full. And that's why, though, I think we had a lot better practice today. If we would have played like we practiced, I think we would have done a better job.
About with Nick, 19 points, but only 3 defensive rebounds on Tuesday. I guess what'd you make of his performance?
Well, that's the other thing. You know, I think people sometimes get carried away with the 19 points. Remember what I told you last year? Unless he defends, steps up on ball screens, and rebounds, we'll win 20 games. There's certain things people do to win 20 games, certain things to win 25, and certain things to win championships. And that's what we're on Nick about. That's, you know, some of the reason he sat, the other reason he was in foul trouble. You're usually in foul trouble when you're out of position. So I was happy with Nick's offense that came around, disappointed in maybe his defense.